Alright folks, so with this amount of gas fees or maybe something like this as your gas fees, I mean essentially a lot of you would start scratching your head as to why are we even using blockchains, right? Why are we even trying to conduct these decentralized transactions where we can simply stick to Visa or MasterCard? At least our transactions won't cost us maybe $14,000, $50,000 down the line, right? Now, this is a question which has been there for a very long time, and this is growing, guys. This one is growing. So, is there any solution to it? Is Ethereum blockchain going to scale or not? Now, essentially, guys, the discussions that lie behind all of this entire situation are simply infinite. We can talk about infinite things and come to one conclusion, but my attempt for this video is going to be to simplify things as far as the current market landscape goes, and I'm going to be telling you guys what could be the potential outcome in the price action itself if you compare the fundamentals and the technicals together, right? So guys, now essentially if you want to scale Ethereum, you want to simply jump into proof of stake economy, right? This is what Ethereum 2.0 is all about. So this is what Ethereum blockchain is trying to do. They're trying to shift from proof of work to proof of stake. Now if we just take a look at what is happening on ETH total staking percentage, we are just at 7%, 6.85% Ethereum being staked in the market, right? That's not a lot of supply. We still have, well, more than 90% supply Ethereum lying around. Whereas if you just take a look at the amount of Solana which is staked in the market, this is almost 80%, guys, which is why you don't see much sell pressure on Solana, right? Because it's a proof of stake economy already. I mean, essentially, a lot of people are here to stay. A lot of people are simply holding and staking their Solana. No immediate sell pressure as of now. You can literally see that 77% of the supply is simply staked in the market, which is why, guys, the proof of stake consensus for Solana blockchain is efficient, right? It's just killing it. And a lot of people are saying that you wanted ETH 2.0. Why don't you just stick to Solana? Well, that's a fair argument, right? That's a simple fair argument in the market, guys. Solana is kind of doing what ETH 2.0 is trying to do. So why do we have to stick to ETH 2.0? Guys, it's the brand value, it's the name, it's the belief, and it is the trust behind Ethereum Foundation that a lot of people do have their money behind that project, guys, which is why Solana is trying to compete with Ethereum, but it's not as close. I mean, essentially it is 3x lower in terms of the market capitalization, right? And if Ethereum kind of shifts into proof of stake economy, things could start changing. We could be looking at 1,000 to 2,000 transactions happening on the blockchain per second. That could be very efficient, guys. Now, is that going to solve the gas fees issues in the market? It could, or maybe it could take use of some second layer protocols, guys. Now the second layer protocol solutions are already there, something like Omisego network, or look, guys, there's Polygon as well, right? So Polygon is L2 solution, which is helping Ethereum to scale as a whole. So there are solutions to that. You can use L2s, but the point behind ETH2 is to do all of these things in the native blockchain itself, guys, which is why the economy is trying to shift into a different paradigm altogether. I don't know how that is going to work out, but well, with only 7% Ethereum staked in the market, this is still a far-fetched opinion. Imagining Ethereum as a proof of stake economy from proof of work is still a far-fetched opinion in the market, guys. Okay, now if we take a look at Polkadot right here, we still have, look, this one has been going down the small time frames because people have been unstaking Polkadot to stake for some other parachain projects as well. That is also happening. We got $1 billion lying around on Polkadot blockchain here and there, just ready to get dispatched into new projects which are coming up, right? So new things are brewing up for Polkadot as well. Holy crap, with all of these things happening in the market, I do hope that all of you guys have your plans and your objectives sorted out, because look, guys, these things can be simply confusing as hell, and these things can simply kill your organization skills. So if you don't have any objectives before you are jumping into these things, for that matter, you're going to get haywired. Your brain is simply going to get haywired because, oh my goodness, so many things are happening, right? So, well, still, guys, even if this is declining in the small time frames, we do have more than 50% Polkadot staked, right? So, well, no sell pressure as of now. AVAX above 62, guys, which is why what are we looking at on Ethereum? We're simply looking at, well, 7% stake. So Ethereum trying to get into a proof of stake economy is kind of like a big deal. If it happens or not, nobody knows, but look, the attempt is that, guys, and you can go to ultrasound.money.com. This is a website which I like to check. I mean, essentially, you can take a look at how many Ethereum are being burned per minute. And this is like proof of stake mechanism, right? This is the beacon chain, guys. Essentially, this one is collecting data from beacon chain. If I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, folks. You can let me know everything down in the comments. I'm a human being. I can certainly commit a lot of mistakes. Well, talk about mistakes, man. I mean, but yeah, guy, you can simply go to this website. You can check it out for yourself, and well, a crazy amount of Ethereums have already started burning in the market, which is why things have started blowing up, right? So proof of stake economy for Ethereum could actually pick up in the market. Okay, guys, with all of these fundamental things aside, first of all, if you are following up with this content as of now, just hit that like, guys. The second milestone for this channel is obviously going to be 10,000 followers, right? 10,000 subscribers. But essentially, guys, the first attempt is going to be 2,000 subscribers. Can we get that before January itself? I mean, that's a big thing to ask, right? But that's a big thing to ask. Essentially, if you can hit that subscribe, that's going to help me a lot, guys. That's simply going to help me a lot. And I'm going to be delivering crazy amount of content, which is going to be highly relatable to all of you watching crypto assets. Even if you're new to the space, well, let's just say things could be simplified for you if you just keep on following up with the things that are coming from this channel as a whole. So hit that bell, subscribe, like, all of those good things, guys. With that said, let's jump on to the technical hocus focus, the voodoo hocus focus right here. The charts right here is going to tell us where the Ethereum's price action is going to go towards. I mean, essentially, charts are not going to tell you that, guys. Charts are going to give you hints. Charts are going to tell you that maybe the trend is continuing, maybe the trend has started picking up, maybe the trend will keep on continuing, or maybe the trend is done and we go to zero from these levels. That's all, guys. That's all. That's all trading analysis. That's all technical analysis is about, guys. Now, a lot of people, including me, yes, guys, I've made, let's just say, good amount of gains in the market just by technical analysis in small to mid time frames as well. But essentially, when you talk about something like ETH 2.0 come into the market, now this is a fundamental event, this is a macro event. Things are going to be flipping out for Ethereum blockchain as a whole if it gets into proof of stake economy. So which is why, guys, well, a direct comparison to the price action would not be, well, really relevant. But for that matter, guys, you saw right here that only 7% of Ethereum is staked in the market. And if the proof of stake consensus keeps on picking up, if actually the proof of work mechanism, essentially if the miners actually start shutting out their mining rigs to mine Ethereum in the market and simply take their Ethereum bags and they start putting into Beacon chain for that matter, things could start picking up for Ethereum's price action as well, guys. Simply enough, just to simplify this entire thing to you guys right here, what do I mean right here? This will cause a supply shock. If Ethereum transitions into a proof of stake economy, this will simply cause a supply shock in the market, guys, because a lot of people will simply be taking their Ethereum and locking up the ETH 2.0 blockchain, right? BETH. I mean, essentially, are you going to be getting new Ethereum if you stake into ETH 2.0 blockchain? I don't believe that you're going to get that. You're simply going to get one-on-one pegged Ethereum token, which is going to be called B Ethereum, Bacon Ethereum, right? Beacon Ethereum, Beacon Ethereum. Okay, now, look, guys, I'm not sure as to how these things will happen, but it's going to take a while. Now, essentially, March to May 2022 is the ETA. That kind of gets... This is a fucking timeline which keeps on revolving to the upside and the downside, guys. So which is why, I mean, essentially, you can simply go to Peter McCormack's Twitter channel, guys. Peter McCormack, right? I'll leave the links to his Twitter account in the description. You can check it out. He runs a podcast. It's named What Bitcoin Did. And essentially, guys, look, these people were talking about... Well, these people... All right. Peter was interviewing Vitalik Buterin when Ethereum was right here. And they were talking about ETH 2.0 as a whole, guys. Now, essentially, to my best guess... Now, all right. It's not a guess, but it's something which Vitalik said himself that... Well, they were expecting ETH 2.0 to roll somewhere around here, but it could not happen. So Vitalik said that, look, it could just keep on taking more and more time, right? So it has been like that. I mean, essentially expecting Ethereum 2.0 to roll out as soon as possible has always been a pretty disappointing thing, to be honest with you guys. It's always been disappointing, right? So back in the good old days, the man himself, Vitalik Buterin himself, was saying that it's going to take some time. We did not expect this. It's, well, something beyond the expectations from whatever Ethereum Foundation was expecting. It's far beyond that, right? Because it's kind of like a difficult thing, guys. Holy shit, you have a whole network of proof of work consensus mechanism going on. You want to transition into proof of stake. It's going to be very difficult. It is simply going to be very difficult, guys, which is why the stakes are high on Solana as of now. I mean, essentially, look, you can talk about... Look, guys, even if Ethereum achieves ETH 2.0, is it going to be as fast as Solana? Nope. Once again, guys, everything boils down to one single fact, that is the brand name, it's the value, it's the Ethereum Foundation, and it's the Lord Vitalik, because of which the anticipation is there, guys. All right, so with that said, with the supply shock, what can we expect in the price action, guys? What can we expect in the price action? $20,000 Ethereum. That could happen, that could certainly happen, but it could take, well, it could take a while, guys. Essentially, it could take a while. Now, if you talk about the timeline, if you've seen the historical trends on Ethereum again and again, it's usually towards the end of the year, guys. It's all starting up with October, goes into Moon November, then it goes to up December, or I don't know, guys, Moon December or something like that, right? And it kind of rolls towards January as well. So as we transition into the end of the January, that is when let's say most of the trends that start flipping out bearish to consolidation phase in the market, right? Tax season and all of that, crazy amount of things do happen at that time, which is why the seasonality is quite important, guys. So we do have a time frame right here. Things could happen from this point onwards all the way towards January, right? End of the January. This is historical data, guys. This is something which Ethereum has done historically again and again. So if you just simply put a horizontal, or sorry, my bad, a vertical line right here onto the end of the January, it's not that far, guys. Essentially, the parabolic motion on Ethereum could just simply start blowing up in the market, right? Now, what do we see on the technical analysis side of things? The moving average, 21 simple and, sorry, it's the exponential, right? 21 exponential and the 55 simple is holding the price action to the upside. And all throughout the previous bull cycle as well, the major support was coming from 55 and the major trend of the 3-day was coming with the 21, guys. You can see the price action was literally sticking its ass with the moving average, right? It's simply rolling to the upside. And as soon as you rejected this one to the downside, that is where your consolidation began. And essentially, look, guys, what are you doing right now? You're simply clearing the previous all-time highs, kind of still consolidated, kind of resolving this cup and handle to the upside as well. So you can start expecting crazy amount of moves coming on Ethereum as well. Now remember, guys, this is the logarithmic charts. If you just take a look at the arithmetic charts, things are way volatile, guys. This is very freaking volatile, right? So if you are longing Ethereum on leverage, just don't do that, man. Just don't do that. Yes, this is a financial advice. This is a goddamn financial advice. If you're new in the market, if you're thinking you're simply going to outpace the market, if you don't know what you're doing with derivative contracts and your margin exposure, and if you don't understand how collateral works as a whole in any exchange for the matter, just stay away from leverage, right? Just simply stay the fuck away from leverage. This is a financial advice. Yep, it's a financial advice, guys. So what can you do is you can simply stick to spot, guys. That's the most you can do. That's the most you should do, in fact, to be honest with you, right? Because if you are jumping into these assets with leverage long, guys, you know the deal, man. Holy shit, you know the deal. Things like these could happen, right? I mean, what was this right here? This was a 60% correction in the market. I mean, even let's just say 1.8x leveraged positions got wiped out of the market, guys. Holy crap. Like, do you want to go through that and watch Ethereum take out the previous all-time high once again? I mean, this is what happens in leverage, right? A lot of people were expecting that I'm going to long Ethereum right here at $4,000 on 2x leverage so I don't get liquidated ever in my life. And guess what, guys? Literally, those people got liquidated right here just to watch the price action taking out the previous all-time high and rolling towards the upside. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's just bonker, guys. So, for this exponential trend to the upside, maybe staying away from leverage could work out as a whole, because you got good-looking targets at 4236 and 786, which is going to be your $20,000 ranges per Ethereum, guys. This could potentially happen. Look, we just have 7% Ethereum logged, and that could potentially keep on rising. Holy crap. The amount of Ethereum which is logged in the market is nothing. It could just it could simply keep on rising. It could keep on piling up, right? And that could create a crazy amount of supply shock, guys. Now, okay, now let me just talk about one more thing right here. I'm pretty hyped up because, look, I had crazy amount of black coffee, guys. It took me a lot of while to wake up today. Holy shit. You can just take a look at my hair as well. I mean, so I do not mean to cause any FOMO, guys. So don't have any FOMO. Just stick to Cryptoducator community as a whole. Just stick to the content coming from this channel as a whole. I think you will never have FOMO, guys. You'll never have FOMO in your life, right? Because guess what? The only thing which can take away the gains that you made in the market is going to be the FOMO, guys. The FOMO behind anything literally destroys a lot of things in crypto assets, man. Shit. Just don't go through that, all right? Just don't do that. So Ethereum has bullish things going on. Ethereum does have bullish things going on in the price action as well. This looks completely bullish, but well, to be honest with you, if you talk about the macro trend continuation to the upside, I'm going to be managing my risk below 26,000, guys. $2,600, a level which I've been talking about for a very long time in this channel. Essentially, this was the higher low which was put in by Ethereum with Bitcoin at $40,000, which is why Ethereum at these levels and Bitcoin at $42,500 levels is something which is very, very critical for most of the crypto assets, guys. As far as Bitcoin is above 40,500, most likely all the crypto assets will have that simple slippity slidey ride to the upside. It's going to be a no-brainer for most of the crypto assets, but things will get freaking volatile. Yes, long positions will get liquidated, guys. Way more long positions will get liquidated than the short positions itself. This is what happens in the bull market, guys. This is quite literally what happens in a bull run. Holy freaking crap. A lot of people must be thinking otherwise. A lot of people must be thinking, is this going to be short squeezes and only the bears will get liquidated out of the market? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to be the bears. It's not going to be the bulls which get wiped out of the market. It's going to be the greed that gets wiped out of the market, guys. It's as clear as it can get, right? It's only the greed that will get wiped out of the market again and again and again and again. So what are you doing here in this crypto market? You're here to make money, right? Not to get liquidated. So be a responsible money manager, guys. Hit that subscribe bell and every little good thing that can come up to your brains if you're thinking about interacting with crypto community as a whole, because most likely you're going to be doing good. If you stick to content coming from this channel right here, most likely you will be doing good than 90% of the, well, wrecked crypto market participants, guys. Holy shit. Am I kind of shitting on people right here? Look, guys, I'm shitting on people who are irresponsible financially, right? I mean, essentially, look, this is a bull market going on right here, and it's kind of like a no-brainer to make money right here in this bull market, because things do look bleak for a very long time, right? Essentially, look, guys, things will look bleak once again. I mean, this is not good. This piece of price action consolidation is not good, and maybe if Ethereum goes to $20,000, just like what Bitcoin did in the previous bull cycle, guys, you can see that Bitcoin went through a 4-year-long bear market. So maybe Ethereum will correct for a very long time. Ethereum will have its own set of corrections for a very long time, guys. So before that really happens, before that really starts happening, what you should have right now is that you should have objectives at first, right? So if you don't have objectives, stick to the content coming from this channel. Maybe you will build that objective mindset about the markets rather than getting consumed in FOMO 100%, right? With that said, let's take a look at Ethereum, Bitcoin getting back again into the distribution land, which is going to be your 7.5 to 8 million Satoshi zones, guys. We've been distributing from these levels ever since 14th of May. It's been a very freaking long time right here. ETH BTC has been distributing off of these levels for 179. Holy shit, 6 months right here, man. That's a very long time. So ETH BTC has been in a range bound situation for a very long time. So what could happen right here right now is that we could potentially be looking at a resolution of this range, guys. And you know the freaking deal. This is a rectangular squeeze. This is a rectangular squeeze. Any rectangular squeeze in the macro resolves out bullish. It's going to be very, very good. It's now essentially any rectangular squeeze is very strong, guys. You saw this pattern happen for the first time on Polkadot, guys. Essentially, little the videos coming from February 2020, right? The initial few videos of Cryptodicator. We are looking at rectangular breakouts. We're trying to analyze rectangular breakouts as a whole in the market. And with Polkadot. With Polkadot establishing a fact that maybe these rectangular breakouts could look nice in the market, it's been happening again and again. You see these kind of patterns and they do result to the upside. Look, whenever they do result to the upside, they do have a strong breakout and a strong continuation move to the upside. But still, we're going to be still conservative about some key facts, guys, which is why we're going to be targeting the previous all-time high at 2618. Alright, the previous all-time high is at 0.15, man. Holy crappy crap. That would be just madness. That would be just simply insane to watch Ethereum being evaluated at 0.15. Is just going to be insane, guys. With this crazy amount of tech emerging in crypto space as a whole, I mean, I'm gonna look, guys, as a Bitcoin maximalist, or I don't know, a former Bitcoin maximalist, I'm kind of like in disbelief, guys. My fundamentals are in disbelief because the way these things are getting adopted is just, man, oh man, this is crazy fast. Things are being picked up like this. Solana, guys, holy crap. Solana has put me on a complete disbelief about so many things about crypto markets as a whole, which is why we can't underestimate anything for that matter, guys. Things can happen, right? Now, just for fun, I don't think it's going to happen for good, but just for fun, let's see what happened in this consolidation. You ran all the way towards 4236, right? Now, if we take a look, guys, this is a pure, like, I don't know, guys, I don't truly believe this is going to happen, but 4236 is at zero point 0.6 BTC per Ethereum. I don't think it's going to be happening, because that would mean that Ethereum is way beyond Bitcoin, right? That would mean that Bitcoin is somewhere at 5 or 6. Man, oh man, that would also be crazy, guys. But I think that's not going to happen any soon. Most likely, yes, this technology will get picked up. Most likely, Ethereum will flip Bitcoin at least once in this bull cycle, guys. Most likely Ethereum will flip Bitcoin at least once in this bull cycle, right? And it could potentially do that even if it goes all the way towards let's just say 0.15 or 0.17, guys. Because look, I think Ethereum is quite literally 8 to 9 times more supply. I think it's, well, in terms of supply, it's more than 5 times the amount of Bitcoin that is in supply, guys. Which is why I think you can simply get that calculation going on, and you will see the market capitalization fighting with each other if you compare Bitcoin and Ethereum down the line. That is something which could also potentially happen literally in this quarter, or maybe at the beginning of the next year itself, guys. With that said, I think I don't have much to talk about anymore, because I did talk about crazy amount of things. So if you found out any value from this content, hit that like bell, subscribe, good things, and just share the content, guys. Just share the content, right? Maybe it will benefit a lot of people other than you as well, guys, because crypto community has been benefiting. Crypto community has been the best risk managers out there, guys. I can simply say that, guys. I can simply say that with confidence, right? I mean, essentially, we got good brains in this community. So, well, okay, with that said, guys, let's conclude on Ethereum real quick right here. Once you break out of this rectangular squeeze, which could take some time, which will take some time right here, and well, you want the RSI being above 60 reads as well. TSI is looking completely fine, which is why this one is shaping out bullish as of now. Until you're above 55 and the 21 exponential moving average as a whole, most likely you will take out this entire range high at 8 million satoshis. And once you do that, 1618 at 0.1 Bitcoin per Ethereum could be coming down the line, guys. That is where real shit starts happening in the market, right? 2618 at 2.11. Okay, you resolve this one to the upside. Good things for Ethereum. Or maybe you could kind of spend a lot of time right. Anything could happen in the market, guys. But with Ethereum proof of stake mechanism picking up, and you saw the trend. How the locked value is simply going to the upside exponentially. If this keeps on going up, supply shock, guys. Expect some supply shock happening on Ethereum, and expect some crazy dubious price action all the way towards 20,000, 30,000. All unreal freaking numbers, but yes, it could happen potentially, guys. Okay, I'm going to simply wind up this video right here, right now. I'll catch all of you in the next video pretty soon, folks. Bye for now.